Good morning, viewers. Welcome to Consumer Shorthand classes. This is 80 words per minute legal dictation. Passage number 35. Take dictation. 5 seconds. Start. The bank is a trustee of the account of the pensioners like the petitioner and has no authority in the eyes of law to dispute the entitlement of the pension payable to the employees other than those in the employment of the bank. Before parting with this judgment, we need to remind the bank that the pension payable to the employees upon superannuation is a property under Article 300A of the Constitution of India, and it constitutes a fundamental right to livelihood under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. The deprivation, even a part of this amount, cannot be accepted except in accordance with and authority of law. Article 41 of the Constitution of India, in Part 4 of the Directive Principles of State Policy, has created an obligation upon the state to recognize a right of public assistance in the case of old age, sickness, and disablement. Article 46 therein requires the state to promote with special care the economic interests of the weaker sections of the people. In short, the aforesaid provisions of the directive principles of state policy create an obligation upon the state to enact suitable laws, making the provisions to recognize a right of public assistance and property of senior citizens, to treat them with respect and dignity, and to give wide publicity to it. Unfortunately, the time has come to tell the bank that the aging is a natural process which leads to weakening of the body and mind. The productivity, working ability, and mobility decreases or paralyzes with growing age. The traditional norms, values, and culture in the Indian society demands to treat the senior citizens with respect, dignity, and lay stress on providing security, care, and assistance to them. It becomes a part of the human right of the senior citizens. The senior citizens are the persons who had shouldered the responsibility of building a nation in general and society or community in particular while in service. Utilizing their experience in the life and working, the strong shoulders are created of young persons to substitute and rest the responsibility upon them while demitting the office. The bank officials must realize that tomorrow it may be their turn upon superannuation to fight for the pension or post-retiral benefits. The thought process, therefore, to be adopted should be of a person in a situation like the petitioner. The respect, dignity, care, sensitivity, assistance, and security would automatically follow. We have, however, seen and can take judicial note of the fact that the security of the senior citizens always remain in peril. We have seen the senior citizens anxiously waiting for credit of the pension amount in their account and standing in a queue for withdrawal. Once the amount is withdrawn personally, either from the bank or from the ATM, a serious threat starts posing to the life from the watchdogs roaming around involved in pickpocketing and stealing. We have actually seen the old aged persons, men and women, counting the currency with cramping hands and trying to secure the amount at some hidden place in the body. It is then, after waiting in the premises of the bank and taking stock of the situation and the atmosphere with sacred mind and the feeling of insecurity, the escape route and time is chosen to reach to their destination safely. It is a high time for the banks to create a separate cell and to advise a method to provide personal service through the men of confidence at the doorstep to the old-aged, disabled, and sick persons who are the senior citizens. They have to be treated with respect and dignity. The sensitivity to the problems of the senior citizens need to be addressed. The mechanism for immediate redressal of grievance needs to be provided. The officers having a degree or master's degree in social work or psychology, who can be in personal touch with and genuinely understand and redress the grievances or complaints of the senior citizens, can be appointed.